Pete Wild, Torquay United tomorrow. Your thoughts going into that match?
Well, I think it'd be a really good football match. Having watched Torquay, I think they're quite similar to us in how they move the ball around, and they've got some real pace going forward. So it makes it a real good football match, and something that we need to make sure that we are switched on behind the ball, make sure that we stop one of their big threats, which is the counter-attack. And also make sure we're resolute in our own box, because they've scored 20 set pieces this year, so we need to make sure that we are resolute in our own box and we stop their threats. So I think we're in for a really good football match tomorrow.
Yeah. And after Tuesday night, Luke Summerfield spoke to us on Shaman TV, and he stated that every Gary Johnson side is a tough team to play, and your experiences of playing against Gary, managing against Gary I should say, how have you felt they've gone?
Well, yeah, I think Luke's right. Gary's got miles of experience and great knowledge of the game, and like you say, puts together excellent teams every year, and I'm sure tomorrow will be no different. So we know what's coming. We know he produces good, organised, good footballing teams, and that's what I've seen in my analysis leading up to the game, and that's what I presented to the boys this morning. So we know we're in for a tough afternoon, and I think their league position is very deceiving, because what I've watched of them, I've been really impressed.
Yeah, and just before we go back on to Torquay United, just touching upon Tuesday night, another quick turnaround from Saturday when we played Dover to then Tuesday playing Bromley, and now back again Saturday. How's that sort of quick turnover period been for you and the side?
I think we actually prefer it, because I think you don't have time to sort of dwell, you don't have time to sort of come off the gas, and if you speak to the players, they just want to play football matches. So I think we're all happy with the quick turnarounds at the moment, all being at home as well, which is great before another tough week on the road. So we're really happy with the schedule at the moment, because it just allows us to bounce from game to game, especially when you're doing well, and that momentum, and hopefully we can take that momentum into tomorrow's game.
Yeah, and looking back to when we played Torquay United at their place, we went 3-0 up, and obviously I know the game finished 3-2, and I'm sure you'll touch upon the 2 goals we conceded late on in that. But what did you take out of that, and what can we look at that going into this game, because it was quite early on in the season?
Well, if you look early on, Torquay were all over us in that game, and we managed to hit them on certainly against the run of play to score our first goal. So I think you can take a lot from that game. In our analysis meeting on Wednesday night, we were discussing about what went well and what we needed to do better, and we tried to work on their areas. I don't really want to go public with what the areas that we're trying to exploit, but if we try and exploit the same sort of areas as what we did down there, and we move the ball quickly in their half of the pitch, I think we can cause them problems. But what we do before every game is we analyse what went well away from home, or in the last game against them, and how they hurt us, and hopefully a culmination of all that in the analysis that we do and the work we've done on the training ground this week, we can deliver that plan tomorrow.
Yeah, and just lastly then, Pete, obviously we want the fans to come down on Saturday. I'll just let you sort of take the lead on that and give a little message.
Well, I think the first thing, and I've said this in my programme notes tomorrow, is that you look at the way the boys started against Dover when the ground's quiet and nervous, to look at how the boys started on Tuesday when the ground's bouncing and buzzing from the first minute. And I think that if you wanted a real life example of how the players respond to how the ground is, I think there's a massive example for you. So I'd encourage them to forget the nerves, to get behind the boys and give us everything you've got. And if you haven't been for a while, or you're running an hour in what to do tomorrow, there's a great feel-good factor around the Shay at the moment, and long may that continue, and come and be a part of it, and come and be part of something special in the town.
That's brilliant, Pete. All the best for tomorrow.
Thank you.